didn't eat much today.
You ate nothing today.
I ate
the heck?
air.
You ate air and like
At Mori's
half
special dinner.
like
Half.
half a meal.
I'm doing that intermittent fasting.
Oh, that's good actually. That's good stuff. Yeah.
It's not even
Recommend it.
intermittent fasting. It's like
No, it's just fasting.
It's not even.
It's not intermittent.
It's
It's
not
just
even
fasting.
intermittent fasting. It's like literally you eat like just a tiny bit of like
It's like a
food,
crumb.
and then you're like I'm full, and then we have dinner, and I'm like we're all eating, and you're like I'm still full. I'm like how the hell are you still full after all that? I'm like how?
Well, I've been taking some supplements.
That is so unhealthy, okay?
I know
That
it's
is so
unhealthy.
unhealthy.
You need vitamin D, right? That
Mm.
good old vitamin D.
That is so.
vitamin
Let me
B.
just say, like, definitely, I do not recommend that long term. Like,
I don't recommend. They told me not to take it in the long term.
right?
Yeah, because it says like take it for maybe 6 weeks.
It's basically
and
like,
stop.
so her appetite is like.
Oh my God, you're exposing me here.
You mentioned it already. It's basically it's
no.
like, the appetite. You're like, I'm not hungry. I'm like, you're supposed to be hungry. You only intaked like what? I would say you only took like what? Probably like 300, 400 calories maybe.
I had snacks.
Well, what snacks?
Did
Cliff
you?
Bar? Granola bar? They're
That
telling
was just
secrets.
like one.
Yeah, I mean, that's still like a lot.
No, that was just one. Like I had 3 of them.
Cliff Bars?
Yeah, she didn't eat it all,
Hey.
and I'm worried.
You just gotta be careful.
Why are you worried? I'm not.
I'm worried.
You already
You
look
are
hot,
totally
girl.
fine.
You look hot.
You don't have
You're
to worry
beautiful.
about anything. You don't have to worry about anything.
Strangler!
I am worried about your health.
Oh my
Oh.
God.
You are perfect. You
Would
are
give Kronii that
perfect.
pizza you were saving
See,
for the rat.
Just say you always say you're perfect. You are perfect the way you are. You
I
don't
got some
have to.
special rat pizza just for you.
Why are you taking
You're
some
beautiful.
supplements?
You're beautiful. Yeah, I have a friend who took not supplements, but was doing the needle thing for weight loss, right? You guys know what I'm talking about.
What's the needle?
I'll tell you what it's called later, but it's not.
Is it the O?
Yeah, it's meant
What?
it's meant not for you're only it's for people with a disease that some people use that medicine for. Oh, we'll tell you about it later.
What that is. What?
I have a friend who's doing that, and they did it, and then they lost a ton of weight, and then they started eating normally again, and now they look like Quasimodo from
Oh my
Hunchback
God.
of Notre Dame. Yeah, because it all went back up to their upper body and into their shoulders and their arms.
That
and
sounds
not
terrifying.
not in the lower part of their body.
Why won't
It's
it
very
go
scary.
to the lower part of the body?
No one knows. There's just not enough research done yet anymore.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
so-
As yet. Yeah.
Is
so
it
be
like
careful.
is this like a new procedure or something? What is?
It's kind of emerged in the last
I
it's existed for a long time, but people started using it for weight loss I think in recent years.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. That's very
Interesting.
frightening. Also, I'm scared of needling
I'm
myself. I
scared
had to do
of
that after
needles.
surgery.
I'm scared of shots and even shots even getting the flu shot. I'm just shaking I don't want to
Whoa.
see the needle.
Yeah, it's very frightening. Actually, I had to do that after my surgery for my knee. It was bad, and my grandma said, I used to be a nurse back in the day, even though she's a Grim Reaper. She used to be a nurse Grim Reaper, which is insane. Maybe that's why she sucked at it, because
Oh God.
she's like, I'll do it for you because I have that experience. Well, then I remember that she hadn't given anyone a shot in 50 years.
Oh
And
my
so- And it was
God.
just, she put it in my thigh, right? And it was just 4
Whoa.
huge
But
bruises
I
here.
heard
4
that giving
huge
shots is
bruises
the
here.
most simple thing that
I
you
know,
can
it's
learn
supposed to be
first
simple,
when
right?
you're in the medical field, is what I heard. It's the very first thing they teach you.
Oh, someone said tell them about the secret tube. Oh
A
gosh.
secret tube. There's a secret tube.
For my surgery, my knee surgery ended up taking a lot longer than it was supposed to take, and because it became longer, I woke up and they're like, "Hey there, Mori. Hope you're doing good. Welcome to the world again. You didn't die, yay!" And I'm like, "Oh, that's great, because I'm the Grim Reaper. Nice. Thank goodness, because that would make a lot of sense." So I wake up and I'm like, "Oh, great. So do I just go to the recovery room?" They're like, "Well, first of all, just stay right there, because we have to take out the secret tube." And I say, "What's that?" Because I don't feel anything. Yeah, I don't feel anything yet. And then they tell me where it is, and I screamed at the top of my lungs, and I said, "Don't touch it! Don't touch it!" and suddenly I realized where it was, and then I tensed up.
Where was it? Oh!
Yeah, well, I mean, if it's a long time, you can't use the bathroom or anything.
It was there? Oh, is that why there was a secret tube?
Yeah, I
because
mean,
the
and like, it's very narrow. You know, like, that area is just
Doesn't
very...
it hurt like hell?
Yeah!
After you go to... Yeah.
What the fuck is that about?
I've never experienced that before. What?
Yo, you're very lucky.
And wait, it hurts to take out the secret tube, or is it?
It feels so
It feels
weird.
so...
So it does, wait, you just said it hurt. Does it hurt or does it feel
hurts
weird?
It
and
pretty
it
much hurt.
feels
It hurt.
weird.
It hurt.
It hurts. And then you go to the washroom because, you know, you need to, like, do what's natural. And it's
Burns.
It burns.
Burns.
It feels like you are pouring blood.
I mean, because it has to go into your organ, right? So
Wait, is it that far?
Yeah.
It's that deep?
Well, yeah,
Like,
it's got to drain.
I mean, so when you take out the secret tube, you're just like, oh my god, like.
Well,
you
yeah,
would
they have to
think-
pull it out.
Yeah, pull it out, but you would think that they would only pull out like just a tiny.
Yeah, and it feels like blood is spilling out when you're
And
using
guess what?
it.
It's ribbed so that it can't fall out easily. So it's
What?
so
Is
it's larger.
That
and,
sounds like a
it's
horror
bubbles
movie,
are in
what?
the-
Yeah.
That sounds like a torture device.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
What?
No,
Oh my
please
God.
stop!
That
Stop!
sounds-
Hang on, stop! You guys are afraid of the truth.
I
I'm
am
just here to
dying
tell you the
inside
truth.
just hearing this.
Yeah, that's why
like-
you have to be under when they're, you know.
It's got a seal.
So wait, why didn't they take out the secret tube when you were knocked
That's
out?
what I was thinking.
Why
They
would they
didn't
do
know
it?
when I was gonna wake up is the thing, and also I think maybe you're
Don't
tense.
usually
there.
like when it comes to what do you call it? The thing that puts you to sleep.
Anesthesia.
Anesthesia. Don't they like calculate like a specific amount of anesthesia to make sure you don't actually die, and then and also it calculates how long it would put you to sleep because what if you wake up during the surgery? Or
Right.
like they would make sure you're definitely asleep for a
Yeah.
certain period of time. So you can take out the tube like right before
Well,
they wake
they're
up,
also
right?
accounting for the possibility that you won't be able to get it from the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think I think it's the convenience for them just making sure that like you're awake and everything's fine and because then maybe you'll end up leaking.
Yeah.
But when
it's
you
like,
think
oops,
about
I
it,
made a mess.
Why'd you say that with a big smile on your face?
Oops, I made a big mess.
Stop.
Bitch, nurse.
Stop with the big smile. It makes me want to
it
punch
sound-
you.
you make it sound like it's like a service or something.
I made a little oopsie.
Stop
Oh,
it.
no.
Stop.
Yeah,
Like,
pero-
No. I'm just thinking, like, if it's like barbed and it hurts like hell to take
It's
out
not
and everything.
necessarily barbed,
Honestly,
it's just-
making a mess sounds like a better deal than actually having to take it out, take out the thing, right?
I mean, true, but they don't. The nurses, they're thinking, "Suck it up, patient."
I mean,
Just
couldn't
what
they
it is.
just if they're worried about a mess, then they could just take out the tube a little bit before you go to sleep, right? If something were to happen, they would just put a sheet underneath your your body to make sure if anything does happen, it would be like a giant pad,
Yeah, you would think.
right?
Yeah.
You would think, right?
Right.
Yeah, this is what it.
Like that's instead of taking out a barbed tube out of your,
I mean, it's not.
See, it's got to stay in place. So there's like a
hard.
bulb there.
Oh my god, it goes all the way there?
Yeah, so it's got to. Sorry, I'm showing her a picture. So it's got to go up, and then that circle. See that? It's so it doesn't slip out. But they
That's
have to pull it out.
Wait, so there's a circle?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah,
There's
the
like
circle.
a bead?
Yeah, like a bead. It's not
It's-
rib. It's like there's a bead, and
Oh,
it's like a
okay,
large
that's-
bead.
that's
No
better than
wonder
a
why it was so painful. Oh,
But-
I get
But a whole
it.
bead coming out of
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, it's like a large circle.
Oh my god,
Oh,
I
that
mean, it's rubber, but
I'm glad I've never experienced
It's a
that, but I'm
balloon, yeah.
scared the next time I ever have to go under anesthesia, I have to worry about the special
only if it's
tube.
long. Only if it's a long surgery.
How long were we
Yeah.
talking? Like,
There was a complication, so mine ended up being 6.5 hours.
oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
So.
Yeah, that is pretty long.
Yeah,
It
I
was a
think
long knee
that's about,
surgery.
like minimum 4 to 5 hours. Like
Ah.
you will have to. Yeah.
The only surgery I've experienced was like, really pretty sure it was like, an hour and a half or 2, I think so.
Oh yeah.
I didn't have to worry about the special tube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The special.
I woke up and
You
I
don't
was,
need
I was
it.
fine.
Oh yeah, like wisdom teeth and stuff like that. You won't need it. For
Yeah,
those
you don't-
short
you don't
They
things.
don't
it.
put you to sleep for wisdom teeth, right?
Yeah.
I got
like-
put to sleep.
Really?
Hmm.
For
Yeah.
wisdom teeth? I heard they
Yeah.
just like
But
It was laughing
they don't,
gas
they don't,
only,
yeah, they
not
don't
like
put
intravenous.
you
Yeah,
completely
laughing gas
under.
and anesthesia is different, man. Anesthesia is like knock you out totally. Like
I think
you're
it
dead,
depends.
kind of.
Yeah.
Chat is mixed, so like half of them are saying they got put to sleep, half are saying no. I think it depends on the procedure. One of my teeth needed to be cut into 5 pieces, so they're like, "Oh, you're going to sleep.
Ah, yeah. It's
We putting you to
Ah.
sleep."
when they crush your whole tooth, right?
Yeah, they had to split it. By the way, yeah, secret tube. We're talking about a nose tube, guys. It's a nose tube. That's all. Don't worry about it so much.
Doesn't the anesthesia like have a weird taste?
Yeah, well, you taste like metal in your mouth, but I didn't taste it.
I passed out
Really?
before I could taste it. Wait, how would you taste it? It goes in your like through a shot in your body, right? You don't
But
drink
you
it.
taste it.
You just
for
taste
some
it
reason.
anyway.
Yeah.
Really?
I tasted like something sour
Mhm.
and it's really unpleasant. I was like,
Yeah.
ew, disgusting.
I was just like, ow. And then like even before I could say ow, like you'd say ah, and then it's like.
And then you're asleep.
Yours, yeah, that's. They would be
I
like,
was,
okay, we're
yeah.
gonna put the, we're gonna put you to sleep. Count from 10, and I'm like 10, 9, 8, and somewhere maybe around 6 or 5, I was just like ah, and then
Yeah. I was super scared of the anesthesia, which is why they didn't count down for me, because they knew that it would give me more anxiety. But I was like shaking as I was being walked to the hospital bed that they were gonna wheel me into the room with, and I was very nervous. And then the anesthesia guy.
They didn't put you on like a thing to make you not nervous.
Oh, he did.
And you were still nervous?
Well, he gave me like a pill at first that he was like.
They gave me an
"Question
IV. They gave me an IV that made me super happy.
now." Well,
Well,
yeah, see,
I
that's
want
the
some
thing.
of that.
Well, it very casually, slowly started working, because as we were walking, I was like, I don't want to do this. And then as I got to the bed, I was like, maybe I do want to do this, because it started working. Because what he did is he used a syringe to put it in the tube that was going into my arm while we were walking. It was crazy. I'm like, can you really do that? He was
Like right
real.
before? I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, at
Wow.
that
Really
point, you
down.
would just be nervous for the last 1 minute. They did it to me because I was super nervous for like an hour before that.
Oh
so.
my god, lucky. What? I mean,
Yeah.
oh.
And then
good for you.
they IV'd me, and then within like 10-15 minutes, I was
How
just
can
like,
they tell that you're nervous?
I guess they could tell. I was very nervous.
Why
Did you
nobody
tell him
give
you were
that to me?
nervous?
I mean, I could barely talk to people back
Ah.
then, so I just had my parents with me, and I was just like shaking, like,
It's very
Mommy,
scary.
I'm gonna die.
Scared.
Mommy, I'm scared. I'm gonna die. She'd be like, it's fine.
Oh, really? I was just more like, if
And
I
then-
die, I
But
die.
I don't even think. I think they automatically just even if I wasn't nervous, maybe they automatically were gonna put me on that anyways. I don't know.
How very
Yeah.
kind of them to do that.
Yeah.
Maybe it was.
That's
Co-
pretty
it should have.
base.
It must have been covered under insurance. So.
You would hope, right?
Yeah. No, I don't think. I think it would definitely be covered in insurance.
Yeah, that's cool though. I mean, it was covered, right?
Yeah, it was.
That's
it
cool.
was.
It's covered,
It
because
was.
sometimes
Yeah.
some things are not covered,
Oh my God.
especially
That's
if
why-
you're a person who doesn't
No,
live
my
in
parents
America.
always ask, like, before they do anything, in doctors or dentists, is this covered in insurance?
Smart.
Is
smart.
this
smart.
Yeah, like basically, whenever you go to the dentist, right, they would give you like a form, like what they're planning on doing today, or like, like, oh, check all these forms, check it. And my dad would just be like, no, like everything that's covered under insurance we'll do. Everything that's not covered in insurance, take it out.
Take it out.
Yeah.
Don't need
We
it.
don't need it. We'll never do it. Yeah.
Medical stuff makes Mori feel strange.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
a fun
that-
conversation before a
I
concert,
know.
right?
Oh, hey, nobody break any legs for real or sprain anything for
Yeah,
real.
they better
please.
be breaking dimensions instead.
Only breaking dimensions.